Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we have two new products, both from Dior. We are going to look today at one of the new 5 Colors Couture eyeshadow palettes. I picked up Soft Petals. There are two, but we'll talk all about that. Then also we need to talk about a reformulated, that's what makes it new, Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer. This is a beloved favorite of mine and so many of yours, and they have redone it, so we will be comparing back and forth. Now, since this is technically a multi-product video, please be paying attention during this intro where I will put timestamps that will let you know where to jump ahead or fast forward if you're only looking to see one of these two products. Those will be on the bottom of the screen. Please watch out for that. Save yourself a little time. We're all so busy. All right. First of all, let me talk about the 5 Colors Couture. This is Soft Petals. This is a typical Dior Quint in the typical beautiful kind of black Dior case with my fingerprints all over it. Yours will have your fingerprints all over it, not mine, but here you go. It is $62. Now, they released 2 brand new ones. They released this Soft Petals, which is kind of pinky shades, and a Bronze Sepia, which I couldn't bring myself to get. I would usually get all the new ones I can to review for you guys, but I really do feel if I see another warm kind of coppery palette, I cannot. So, but I know you're going to say, Rebecca, but you could see another pink one. I know, but I'm a bit of a sucker for these pink shades. Let's take a look at this in 2 different lightings. Here it is on my arm, first in studio lighting, very, very pretty shades. And then we're gonna see it the best we can by stepping out into the warm California sunshine. And let me tell you, the sunshine is back. It was pouring rain this morning, but our weather report here in Los Angeles, which I always end up doing, is that it is nice and clear and sunny again. So it is a true sunshine swatch. So we are going to go in a moment to that try on and demo. But first, let's talk about the second Dior product that we're going to be looking at today. And this is the remake of the Dior Forever Skin Correct Full Coverage Concealer. Dior is, as you probably know if you're a big fan of Dior, slowly reformulating all of their products to make them, what do they say, 96% natural ingredients, natural origin ingredients. I don't quite know what that means, but that's okay. But also to incorporate recycled materials and put sustainability first. In doing that and in putting 96% natural origin ingredients, it does sometimes change the formulation. And if you're a huge fan of this product, as I already am, it might scare the daylights out of you if it's a product that you rely on. So I was one of those people who was nervous. Here is my original, and I know my shade. I am always a 2.5 in these kind of Dior products, and I knew I would be in this one too. So we are going to put them head to head. The cool thing, you guys, is that normally I will do a first impression and put that out because so many new products have been released. I have a lineup kind of a mile long, and it has allowed me to do wear tests of a mascara we've got coming up and of this concealer for quite a few days. So I know a little bit more than I would normally know on a first impression. Okay, so we have in the new version, it promises full coverage, 24-hour hydration, but also more sustainable and more natural. All right, so let's take a look. Here is my beloved, second or third I've replaced it, I go through it, Dior Forever in 2.5. And here is the brand new bottle right here that I'm shaking, also in 2.5. And if you look at those together, it is true that this one looks like it is a tad bit lighter. You're not really going to see that on the skin, but let's just go ahead and do a little swatcheroo. Here is my original that is beloved. Oh, where should I do that? I'll just do it right here. Okay, here is my original beloved. I don't know if you're really going to tell because I do an exact skin match on this. I tend to use this guy. Here's the brand new one. I'm going to show you the difference. I tend to use this guy on my non-makeup days because it has a nice big doe foot, and this one still has the big doe foot. So here is my original, and here is the newly revamped one. It kind of looks like the newly revamped. Both of these are 2.5. Kind of looks like the new one is a tad bit lighter. Let me take that outside into the warm California sunshine for you, just so that you can see that on my hand and take a look. It definitely does look lighter, but I don't want you to have any fear because on the face, and I've been playing with it all week, there's really no difference. We're gonna do a wear test today on it on my face so you can see how it wears, but I have a little bit more knowledge than that as I have been using it all day, every day for the past 3 or 4 days. So I'll be able to give you some more info on that as well. All right, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna demonstrate both of these shades and we're gonna see how that goes. Plus, we're gonna take a look at this beautiful Soft Petals eyeshadow palette. By the way, the Dior Forever Skin Correct is $40. The newer version of it is $40, if I didn't tell you that already. Okay, let's go right now to the demo. Okay, so I have done only my foundation. It's the Mario foundation. I'm still enjoying it. And a little bit of Dior lip gloss. I got nothing else on. So let's go ahead and try, you know, why not? We'll do the old version of the Dior Forever Skin Correct on one side and this version on another. As you know, they're a little bit different in shade, but I do know from trying this that there's really not much of a difference on the skin, and I am very well versed in this product as it is one of my relied upon. So I am going to put this on this side. This is the original, and they look a little different, but not so much on the face, and I have some veins here that show. I think it's hereditary. I don't quite know what it is. And before I blend, I will blend with 2 separate brushes. Don't worry, I have 2 different Sonia G brushes here. Here is the brand new product, and I'm going to do that right here, and just in there, and there, and there. And you'll see when I blend away, I'm just a little polka dot now. When I blend away, this is our brand new product, the newer version, you won't see much of a difference. So this is one Sonia G brush, and I will switch to a clean Sonia G Fusion brush for the other side. Both of these are, as you know, 2.5, and I am running it onto the eye because I like to use the Dior Forever Skin Correct as kind of an eye primer also. This is a great, great, great concealer if you also do not want to wear a foundation, if you just kind of want to put on a really nice primer or moisturizer and then skip foundation altogether. This is a great one, and the big doe foot helps with that. Switching to a completely clean Sonia G Fusion brush so that there is no contamination, cross-contamination. This side that I'm kind of haphazardly blending here is the brand new reformulated version of an old beloved favorite of mine and so many of us, the Dior Forever Skin Correct, both in shade 2.5. And again, in the bottle, the shades look a tad bit different, but upon application, not so much. Now, it is kind of a Rebecca thing. I do like to pat in. I don't know why. I just feel that the warmth of the hand, not pulling, not anything, but just kind of pressing, I just kind of think gives it a nicer finished look. Now go ahead and compare, if you will. This is the older, tried and true, and this is our brand new formulation. The only reason this test might be a tad bit off is that, of course, though I have replaced this, I've gone through, this is the original I'm holding, and I've gone through it and replaced it. It is probably about almost a year old. And that does change the viscosity and whatnot. So it's not the most perfect test, but they're not selling this one anymore. So, okay, so what do you think? I cannot see a difference. And we're gonna do the eye shades now, but I will tell you I have done a wear test. They wear exactly the same. So if this was your favorite product, it doesn't look like you have too much to worry about, but we'll talk about that again. All right, let's take a look at these lovely Soft Petals shades. And I have some Sonia G brushes that I also brought over since we were using her brushes originally. Let's start with this fluffy brush from her Sky set. I cannot resist pink shadows. So let's go ahead and just put this pretty shade right here in this Quint onto the whole eye. We're going to do a super quick look here using the exact same brush. These are so gentle. My mirror needs some cleaning here. My cleaning crew needs to step it up. I've got a very clearly lazy cleaning crew. Okay, and because this shade is so subtle, I'm just kind of going over the entire eye with it. Very pretty, very subtle. Let's maybe get into some of these shades, which will be a little bit more defining. Switching to another Sonia brush, and let's kind of go into the corner there. Gonna darken it up just a little bit, add a little bit of interest in there. If you do hear some gardening in the background, I apologize. It is impossible to regulate neighbors' gardening schedules, though I wish I could. I bet you wish you could too if you work from home. Okay, same brush. I'm actually going into this pretty raspberry shade here, and we're gonna also put a little bit of that onto the lid. This is very subtle and very gentle. I don't mind a subtle, gentle eyeshadow palette at all. Some of you do though. Some people really want that boom. I don't ever want boom. Really ever. All right, I'm gonna run under, and this is pretty. It's not making my eyes go allergy looking, I don't think. And then we're gonna take the back end of this brush here and just go kind of from the corner into the center, just to do a quick look and under the brow with this. Okay, what I wanna do now, what do you think, guys? A super quick look using this new Quint. What I'm going to do now is get some mascara on, a little bit of blush, and we're going to talk about some of my final thoughts on these two new products. This one more reformulated than new, but still new. Stay right here. Okay, it's been 5 hours. Small wear test, but please know I have been testing this new formula all week. So it's been 5 hours today for you to see it yourself. But in other days, I've done it for 8 or 9 hours. I defy you to see the difference in the 2.N shade. Here is the older original formula that is on this eye and this side of the face, and the newer formula. So there is no difference, and they look a little different in the bottle. On the skin, no difference, and you know, look, with makeup on, certainly no difference. I think you can definitely, as I mentioned earlier, breathe a sigh of relief. They perform the same, they feel the same on the skin. There seems to be no issues with that. If this is your beloved, you're good to go. In terms of the eyeshadow palette, we have a very subtle pink palette. If you are a collector of Dior Quints, you will love to add this to your collection, especially if you like a really feminine, gentle shadow look, although they can be built, and certainly these shades here on the bottom will go more dramatic if you need them to. Just not a look I ever choose to do, but I am very happy with it. I'm a sucker for these pink shades, so I will certainly be using this Quint a lot. And I don't love all of my Dior Quints, as you probably know, but I will definitely be using that one. It's super pretty, and I know that the bronze sepia will be as well if you like those kind of warmer brown shades. I just have so darn many of them. All right, let me know your thoughts, please. That's what makes us a community. Are you a fan of the Dior Quints, or like me, do you generally go for the fun little Dior Backstage eyeshadow palettes instead? What are your thoughts? Were you worried about the new formulation in the concealer? I know many of you are. You've told me in DMs and comments. So let me know that. Again, that conversation is what makes us a community, and I'd love to know your thoughts. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. If you haven't already done so, make sure that you subscribe to this channel so we can continue to grow. Come over and say a big hello over on Instagram and TikTok too. And remember, you can support this channel by giving super thanks, as so many of you have, becoming a member for behind the scenes footage and special members live. If nothing else though, I would love to just see you all in the next video. We got lots of new products coming up. We're starting January 2023 with a bang.